Baker,
And I'm Alan Baker.
and we are here just doing our introduction for our new series that we're about to start. We don't really have rhyme or reason, honestly. We're simply just going to go with the flow. So this is our introduction. We're going to talk about together today. We're going to talk about why we got married. I'm going to talk about why I got married, my reasoning, and he's going to talk about his reasoning. Okay, and so that's what we're doing today. Currently, we're just out and about shopping, of course.
Yeah, favorite pastime. Yeah.
His favorite pastime. I'm not a shopper. Ain't that strange? But I'm not. So we're just out and about, and this is just a quick introduction of things to come. We have, we want to just share. We want to share. We've been married now going on 38 years. Is it 38 in
Be soon to
December?
be 38.
38 years in December. And so we're just looking to share just a bit of our everyday lives, what we do on a daily basis. Um, we don't know exactly how often we're going to post, but we will be posting in the Family Matters format. So we're out this morning before it gets too hot because we're going to be in triple digits here in Texas over this next week. So we are out early this morning, just doing our little running around so we can head back to where we live at in the area. But you all, we hope you enjoy and you all have a blessed day. So I am back. And as we stated earlier today, we're going to talk about why we got married. He's going to give his reasonings, and I'm going to give my reasonings. We just thought that would be a good place to start. Um, we'll do them differently, of course. We're just two different people. So my presentation will be different than his presentation. But I do believe that we both have something to say that would be of value. When we married almost 38 years ago now, we were both 21 years old. I had graduated high school, of course, and I had gone to a year of college. After that, I went and lived with my brother in Flint, Michigan for a year or two, um, and had, recently returned to the area and was working a factory job. Um, and I was at a point in my life where I just honestly didn't really know who I was. And the person that I thought I was, the person who I had become, I guess I should say, I felt that I wasn't living up totally to what I knew I could do and who I knew that I was deeper inside. There was a person that was in me that was crying to get out. And I didn't really know how to handle it. I didn't want to go back to college, although I knew I was smart enough, even at that time, that if I applied myself, that I would graduate. I wasn't of the frame of mind to even bother applying myself. So I had been dating him since the 11th grade, even after him going in the military, where he was. I think he was stationed in Germany at the time. But anyway, um, we still dated. And marriage just, for me, I felt like I knew it was something that I wanted to do eventually, but I just sort of jumped into it simply because I was trying to find myself. I wanted to find myself. There was so much that I didn't really like about me that I felt that I wanted to just take a big leap. Just in other words, do something because I felt what I was doing, I wasn't getting anywhere. And so marriage just felt like almost like why not? Yes, I loved him. And I still do. Yes, I loved him. He was my friend then, even as he's more of my friend now. But had I accomplished the things that I knew I could have accomplished, I don't think I would have gotten married at the age of 21. So much about myself I didn't know. And of course, so much about him I didn't know. And there's no way to know that until you married a person. You know, people may think that living together, you learn, and you do learn, I guess, you learn more about somebody if you live with them first. But I wasn't raised that way, so I didn't want to do that. And honestly, I just believe that there are things or sides of people. You know, there's one side as a girlfriend or a boyfriend, but then there's another you when it pertains to being someone's wife or someone's husband. It doesn't mean that you're fake or you're phony or anything, but it's just that we get to know each other in a different aspect, in a different position. You are in a different position in my life when you're a boyfriend than you are when you're my husband. So there are going to be things about you that I know as a boyfriend that there's no way that I can know until you are my husband. And so there were things, of course, that he didn't know about me either. And so I just kind of wanted to give you a overview of where I was. And with all of that baggage, because that's exactly what it was, all of that baggage, add to that, my self-esteem was pretty low. It was pretty low, and maybe I'll go into the reasons behind that on some other clip. But um, I wanted him to be my answer. That's the point that I want to make. I wanted marriage. I wanted my husband to be my answer. I wanted being married and being married to him to take away all of the negative thoughts I had about myself, to make me feel um, what I didn't already feel about myself. I came to that marriage with that weight, with that thought process, with that frame of mind that he should make me feel pretty. He should um, make me feel anything that I didn't feel about myself without him. I felt that marrying him should have made me feel those things. And when it didn't, I was really disillusioned, even to think that it would. But I became angry. I was hurt, but I was also angry. And in my mind, in my warped way of thinking, I thought it was his responsibility to make me feel all of those things. And it wasn't. It wasn't. That wasn't his responsibility. Whatever he would say to me or however he would treat me, it should have been the icing on the cake. It should have been in addition to what I already felt about myself. And so, in my little couple of minutes here, and he's going to come on immediately behind me, but in my couple of minutes, I want to speak to one, singles who may still be trying to find themselves. Two, couples, those who are married and are under this idea that it is your mate's responsibility to make you feel a certain way. Yes, they should treat you with respect and all of those things. But what I want to say here, what I think is important to say here is, if you're not married and you're looking to get married, clean out the baggage. Go into your mindset, your hard drive, and have an honest conversation with yourself and determine what you expect from that spouse, that now fiance that will become spouse. What do I expect from this person? Be honest with yourself and see if it is something that you should already be giving yourself, that you could already give yourself. And I also want to speak to couples who may already be married and who may be experiencing letdown, feeling that my husband, and I'm speaking to you women because I'm a woman and I'm not going to tread on their territory, their men. Maybe my husband will speak to it. Not sure. I can't say that, but I'm going to say to you, we should not be of the mindset that it is their responsibility to make us feel any kind of way. It just, when it comes to our ideas and thoughts about ourselves, we should have those regardless of what they do, what they say. We should already have that. So, what I'm saying is, if that hasn't developed in you yet, you may want to, if you're not married, you may want to give it some time before you marry. And if you are married, you need to be honest with yourself and see if you've become disillusioned in your marriage because of a thought that you had about something that this person should do for you to make you feel a certain way. So I wanted to come on really quickly and just share my side, and he will in a few come on and share his side, I'm sure. But that's kind of where we want to start. We wanted to start at why we got married. Yes, we loved each other. We definitely loved each other, and we've grown to love each other even the more. But one thing we know about marriage is this: it takes only a few minutes to get into, but it takes a lifetime to build. God bless you, and we'll see you on the next video. Bye bye.
Hello, everybody. My wife earlier gave her segment on why did I get married. So now I'm gonna give you my segment or my take on why I got married. So let's start from the beginning, okay? Um, so we dated in high school, right? So when I first saw her, I when I first started dating, I knew then that she was my wife, that she was gonna be my wife. So this was when we was 17 years old, right? So I was laser focused. I already knew that after high school, I was gonna join the army. I knew that I was gonna, put in some time in the army. I knew I was gonna retire from the army. And before that, I knew what I wanted. I knew that I wanted to get married and I knew that I wanted to have kids. So they didn't come like later on. Or me like living my single life and try to, sow my wild, or none of that. I was a family man from the beginning. My parents been married for a long time, so that's all I saw, that's all I knew, and that's all I wanted. So when I first met her, I said, you know what, you're the one. In my mind, I was saying, okay, you're the one. I said to myself that we gonna get married and we have some youngins. All you country folks out there, youngins, that's right. So going into it, I already knew there was no regrets. I was laser focused, and I said that I wanted this young lady to be my wife, and I wanted some kids. So, and that's what happened. That's exactly what happened. Went to the military. I think I was in Germany. Came home on R&R and asked her to marry me. And that was back in 1985. Yeah, 85. Yeah, because after my tour of Germany, we got married in 86, December 86. So, and here we are today, almost 38 years later, still married. And it's been truly a blessing. I'm here to tell you, it's been a blessing. Wouldn't go back, wouldn't change nothing, because that's how you grow. That's how you evolve, especially as a couple and as as an individual, you grow. So I wouldn't change anything. And it's been great. I was gonna say it has been a blessing. So, but that is my reason of why I got married. I think I've always been a settled-minded person, even as a kid. Um, Especially if you come across a sure thing, why go elsewhere, or try to do anything different, you know? And so, enjoying life, enjoying life. We have been truly blessed throughout our marriage. Um, we started from humble beginnings with absolutely nothing. And I am so happy and so proud to say that through all the struggles, which we didn't know at the time were struggles, we were just living life and we just trying to figure things out day by day. Um, and we had fun. Think about it now. Yeah, we had fun doing that, man. We've traveled the world, um, been a lot of different places, met a lot of different people, made good friends. So we have been truly blessed. So, not gonna hold you, not gonna talk your head off, but because I'm really on this thing, so I'm kind of flying through the seat of my pants. So, um, but we'll bring you more content as a couple, because we have a lot to say, um, and hopefully that whoever's looking at this or hearing this will be blessed by it or take something from it and apply it to your life or whatever the case may be. But we are the Bakers. We thank you for tuning in, and be blessed. Thank you.